Hello everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to the Fox 5 Game Break Show, and I am with my hosts, Andrew Zeiger and Finn Summers. First game, we're going to talk about 11 o'clock in the morning from Motor City. We have the Chicago Bears versus the Detroit Lions, an utter slogfest, 16-14 battle, hard-fought game. Andrew?
I think yes. Bears snapped the five-game losing streak, and two of the worst teams in the NFC North went at it. And close game. The Lions could have won their first game of the season. They're one of the first games of the season. But the Bears pull away with a late field goal late, and nothing really else happened in this game. Finn, your take on it?
This is a very troubling loss for the Lions because this is a Bears team that is obviously, like you said, we're on a five-game losing streak. The Lions now fall to 0-10-1. But I think the even more troubling news for the Lions is that they lost DeAndre Swift at halftime, who's a real bright spot for that team. And on the Bears side, this was a great performance. Andy Dalton, 317 yards, a touchdown and a pick. It's a great performance from him. And I feel like this is what the Bears really need to get going this season.
You know, at this point, guys, I'm not even predicting the Lions to win any games. Matter of fact, I hope that they lose. I want to see them go 0-16 and shake some things up like the Browns. You know, it was a troubling loss, as Finn said, but we did get a little bit of the Dan Campbell-isms. I mean, we had a flea flicker in the first half. And then also today was a pretty decent showing for Mitchell Trubisky, which is something that we haven't seen as of late.
I have a question for you. So obviously Justin Fields, starting quarterback for the Bears. However, injury didn't play this game, was replaced by Andy Dalton. And Andy Dalton won this game, snapped a five-game losing streak. What do you think? Do you think Andy Dalton will be the starting quarterback going forward, or do you think Justin Fields will retain the starting job?
I think Justin Fields will retain the starting job because I think he is a good piece. I just don't think he was ready to be put in as early as he done, but it's already happened. It's kind of too late to fix now, so you just got to keep building and hopefully have a good end of the season, and then focus into next year because the Bears aren't going to be a playoff contender. They got to have a good off season.
You know, personally, it really doesn't matter who starts under center for the Bears. The issue is their offensive line and their play calling. Matt Nagy is a terrible head coach, and they have a horrible offensive coordinator. I mean, you're starting 39-year-old Jason Peters at left tackle. That is your blindside blocker. You can't have anybody back there and just let your quarterback get killed like a sitting duck. But now we do have to get forward to the biggest game that we've had so far. A heartbreaker down in Arlington, Texas. The Dallas Cowboys at home versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Daniel Carlson won the game on a 39-yard field goal. Finn, talk to me.
Cowboys, wow, this was bad. This Raiders team, 4-5, obviously coming into this game. Cowboys were 7-2. This is a game you have to expect the Cowboys are going to win. But the Raiders just hung around the whole game. The Cowboys never pulled away in this, and I think the closer it got to overtime, the more they knew that this was a game that they might not win. The Cowboys were down double digits halfway through the game, and so I just think that the Cowboys need to go back and fix something because there's no way that they should be losing this game to the Raiders.
You know, guys, watching the game, neither team really deserved to win. The Raiders just got to third down, and then they were bailed out by the referees every time. But now we really have to get to our predictions for Bills Saints, the nightcap. Andrew, give me a score.
I think it will be Bills 27, Saints 17.
So this is just a tough game for the Saints. Obviously, they'll have the Drew Brees ceremony at halftime, but they're missing Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram to injury. So I just don't see a way the Saints can win this. I got Bills winning 35-7.
Wow, that is a monster game. I have Buffalo going to win 31-6, and I have the X factor being Josh Allen. I'm predicting 220 yards and 4 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara did run for 6 touchdowns last year against the Vikings, but the Bills are too good for that. This has been the Game Break Show. It's been a pleasure having you, and happy Turkey Day.